for the planning department to investigate the township's development ordinance and innovative ordinances from surrounding municipalities and make a recommendation to the board.
North Strabane. Want a bet?
Just a question, Attorney Sweat, being that Chuck and I are on the planning department, are we able to vote on this?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Of course.
Okay.
I'll second the motion, granting permission.
Okay, Supervisor Trax motion, Supervisor Lawson second. Is there any discussion on sending this to the planning department?
I have somewhat of an objection to the fact that the planning department is primarily, the quorum is made up of supervisors. So it's supervisors voting to send it to the planning commission where the quorum is supervisors, so they can make recommendations back to the board, which is supervisors. I would like to see, before there's any other ordinance changes, that there'd be more citizen members on our planning commission.
We do have an open alternate seat, and anybody's encouraged to apply.
Okay, Supervisor, or Vice Chairman Trax, permission to speak to the board?
Yes.
I would like to, just, make mention that the planning department is an advisory board only. So anything that any planning department would do ultimately goes to the board of supervisors for final approval. So it makes sense that supervisors, one or several, are involved in the planning department, because it's ultimately something you have to really study and understand before you make your vote at the board table. Just a comment. Any other discussion?
Yes, permission to speak. I do see the reasoning for having a supervisor or a couple of supervisors on the board of the planning commission. I don't think it's recommended by the MPC to have the quorum to be also supervisors. It just, and I don't know, I don't know if it's legal, I don't know if it's just, it doesn't seem like there's a checks and balances. It doesn't seem that if the board of supervisors is also the planning commission making recommendations, I understand it's just recommendations, but it is a quorum of supervisors on the planning commission making, and then suggesting back to the supervisors. And I know that it is not suggested by the MPC to have that. I don't know whether or not there's a legal issue there, but I know it's not suggested that there is fewer citizen members than board members on the planning commission.
Gary, zero legal.
Of course not.
The present makeup is correct. If you want to expand and change that discussion for another day, but it's correct to make this motion and approve.
Okay, any other discussion?
Is there so there's no legal requirement for citizen members versus supervisor members on the planning commission?
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, roll call vote please.
Mr. Lawson,
Yes.
Mr. Freed,
No.
Mr. Trax,
Yes.
Ms. Daerr,
Yes.